Hello and welcome back to LurcherGallery Productions. Today I thought we would carry on with a bit more of the larger scale Battlefleet Gothic ships. I did have a request from somebody to do a bit more of it. At a later point I'll do a video where I carry on with all the details for the ones that I haven't done. And at the moment we'll just paint a couple that I have. One I didn't show you last time. This is a Hazaroth class privateer. They only made one model of this as a little extra to add on with Battlefleet Gothic much later, once it had been out for a while. And well, there was one tiny model of it and a few pictures, and that's it. So I've been working on that from there. It still needs all the detailing done, but we will do the detailing on these ships for another video. Today we shall mostly be painting these. We've got that's a little non-warp capable in-system ship, which I thought green, orangey yellow, think Man-at-Arms from He-Man original kind of colours. And then this is a defence monitor, also non-warp capable. And for that I was going to do a blue with a red prow, and we shall see how it goes. First of all, we just need to bulk in the colour. Now we're working with what I've got for blue. So I have a nice enchanted blue and I have a Macarage blue. So the Macarage is going to be the darker colour for the underside. And then for this I have a nice bit of Caliban green. Painting was always one of the things I enjoyed least. I always preferred to be doing the building and the making and sculpting of stuff. And then the painting was like, do I have to paint it? And it always looks much better when it's painted. I just don't particularly enjoy the process. I like the building. Now I won't make you watch all of this for the video, because I'm nice like that. I don't want you to waste all your time watching me just paint the same colour. Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, some people I suppose have time for that. I don't. It's time consuming because there's so many little crevices. You gotta get it in them crevices. I'm not using a particularly nice or brilliant brush because I know I'm going to be poking it into all the little gaps, which is going to mess up the bristles. So I figured some cheap, over bristly, horsehairy kind of brush would work just as well for what I need. Get in there, all these little turrets. Now none of these turrets had any guns in them, they were all just little boxes. So I went along with the pin drill and just cut off little bits of styrene rod and posted them in the holes. I do believe that I have all the blue on that. Onto the little system ship. This one didn't come with a hole, so I just drilled a hole in him. Always quite liked the green on the ships. It's what they use for the Battlefleet Gothic ship colours, because each of the battle fleets have its own colours. They don't tell you what half of them are, but there's a few that mention. Gothic is green and gold. Cronus is grey and red. I shall aim, over the course of various videos, to paint a bit here and there and try and improve. I'm fine for like painting up Nerf guns and other stuff, but I don't know. I never really had the patience for all the little miniatures. I've got a load of orcs that still need painting. And a nice stomper. I'll make a nice video at some point. If you'd like me to see me paint my stomper, get this done, and then we just got the underside. And then I'll give it a little second to dry. And then we shall come back and paint the prow colours. Okay, have we missed any? Top appears done. or green. Paint that's starting to thicken as well a bit with age. Yeah, gonna want a second coat on that anyway. But that'll be the red on there. That one's useless, all dried up. We're gonna have to use some standard cheap white acrylic. Ooh, is it gonna come out with a burst? Yes, there's some white paint there for us. It's not a very good white paint either. But until I go and get some more or order some, 'tis all I have. Lovely. Such lovely noises it makes. White fronted ship. It's quite a shitty coat, as you can see. It's going to need more. But I'll do all of that and rejoin you after. After 3 coats of shitty white, I have a decent base. So now we will do the yellow. Let's see how well this covers. That covers much better. Probably still going to need a couple of coats. Yellows were always just such a tricky colour. I know it's a light one, but they always seem to be so thin as well. There, coat 1. I'll do a second coat and maybe a third if it's needed. Rather than an oil wash, I discovered I have shade, Seraphim Sepia. And I thought, we could give that a go. So after the 3 coats of white and 3 coats of yellow, added some onto that just to give it there's a little white dot there, but it gives it an overall darkness. And I quite like that because it's going to be dry brushed anyway. This one still needs doing. So we shall take this little ship and just give it a bit of a shade. Do you really need to, Nessie? I know you want to help, but you don't need to be in amongst it all the time. Sit down. Just sit down there and snooze. Good girl. And we just slap it on, same as we do with any of the other shades, trying not to pour too much of it onto my actual table, because you let it just sink into most of the gaps and most of the excess dries off. So a bit low down, boring time when I'm painting time, because you can't, not really much to entertain you apart from me. You're all tuning in to see Nessie anyway. Well, a lot of you. Yeah. So now we just get the highest points off for any real pooling patches, especially on the underside. Doesn't really look much different to you, probably. I can see the difference. Hopefully you can. Slightly grubby, maybe the underside. Damp. But there. When we next come back, Nessie will help us dry brush it. Won't you, Nessie? We now have the wash all dry. Don't know if it's made particularly much difference to it. Nessie's here to help. And we shall do some dry brushing over the top now. The wash definitely added more darkness to the prow. We already did the Mephiston red. We have 2. I don't know if any of them are any good. Very old, very messy. Blood reds. Ooh, we have some paint in there. Look at that. 20 years old and we still got paint. Score. We'll see. We shall see. Verdict's out until it's dried. Will you notice a difference? Can you even see it on the camera? I might do some glamour shots afterwards. That's what they call them, isn't it? Glamour shot. Stick it on a turntable, spin it round, get a nice low angle. Try and do something with the lighting. Glamour shots. Green. What greens do we want? We were going for a He-Man-y colour, so let's do Goblin Green. That looks solid in there. That won't do. Right. More paints. What's this warpstone glow like? I was going kind of He-Man-y colours with the green. I think I'll have to make sure this is a proper dry brush. Yes, nice. Yes, he helps. That's not too bad. Catching on the little highlighty bit. Quite like that. Gonna go back to putting on probably a bit more than I should have for a dry brush. Because this isn't showing up brilliantly on the other ones. Is it because I've washed it? Is it because I don't know what I'm doing? Probably a bit of all of those. Are we going to do a wash afterwards? I don't know. We might do another wash on top. Chips are supposed to be kind of grubby. I think they are anyway. The ones in my head. They're grubby ships. I mean, who has time to go outside and wash their spaceship? Get the hose running. The water's not going to do what you want it to. It's going to go all over the place. I wanted the kind of He-Man Wind Raider kind of colours. And it looks like I have the power to do that in my head. I quite like that. Highlights the little lighter bit. Is that showing up for you? I don't know. Let me know if it does. Drying and coffee time. Tried a little bit, got bored, decided to come back and paint whether wet or not. Bolt gun metal. That's going to be our guns and engines. And then of course with this one, I've got to do all the little guns. Lots of little barrels. This one's going to be far more time consuming than the other. The other has engines. That's it. Right, that's at least those bits done. Let's just get all these little barrels. Oh, sorry, I'm holding it so it's not even in your view. My bad. Not sure what Nessie's doing over in the background. Something destructive, most likely. Not on purpose. He just likes to explore and climb on delicate things that I've piled up. I suppose I shouldn't have piled them up, but just the engines then. Yeah. And then the simplicity of the little engines at the back. Don't go into view very well, does it? No. There's the engines. Space bum. Well, spaceship bum. Wash your brushes. Even if they are cheap brushes. Get your uses out of them. Don't drink the water. Manual turn. And there you have it. Ships all painted. Next time we come back for ships, we will be detailing some of the other ones that I built but I haven't finished, and then maybe we'll move on to something else. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and see you next time. Bye.